I mean, you look at white America's freak out about 8 years of Bill Clinton, and their response to that was to elect objectively the dumbest person to ever hold the presidency in the history of our country up to that point in George W. Bush and make fucking Dick Cheney his vice president. And then 9/11 happened. You remember how we would be greeted as liberators in Iraq? And, so then we swung back the other way after 8 years of that potato and elected Barack Obama in 2008. And then we had the audacity to re-elect a black man for president in 2012. And white America's backlash against that, and because they didn't want to elect a woman in 2016, was to elect this moron, an overtly racist, bigoted, misogynistic, transphobic criminal and fraudster to the most powerful office on the planet. And, I mean, it's not like Barack Obama was some fucking 60s black radical, you know? He was a corporate centrist at best. And so was his VP, Joe Biden. And what was the worst thing that they did? They got the Affordable Care Act passed. And the funny thing, I saw one thing that I've seen going around on the MAGA TikToks is that Elon Musk and Doge discovered that Barack Obama had been receiving like 1.5 or $2 million each year from the federal government as royalties for Obamacare. As if a president gets royalties for a piece of legislation that they signed into law. And that Elon Musk put a stop to those payments to Barack Obama. And that since leaving office, Barack Obama had received $40 million from the federal government for royalties on Obamacare. And again, it just, to me, it's like that's kind of the perfect encapsulation. It's like, a majority of our electorate are so unimaginably dumb and gullible and racist and sexist that we got Trump's first term. And he increased his voter share across every single demographic except for a couple in the 2024 election. Because again, not only did we not want to elect a lady who has a funny laugh, but she was also black. But then according to Trump supporters, she's not really black, she's Jamaican, and that's not black. I remember going through that phase where Trump supporters were in my comments every freaking day saying that Kamala Harris is not black. And I was just sitting there, I was like, well then fine, you shouldn't really have any problem voting for her if she's not black. I don't understand what point you're trying to make. But yeah, racism and misogyny, alive and well. Always have been. And here we are. Now, largely because of racism and misogyny, we get Donald Trump completely destroying the United States, completely destroying the world order that's been in place for 80 years, and completely destroying the economies of dozens and dozens and dozens of other countries because we didn't want to elect a black lady with a funny laugh. I just, oh, God. Oh. Anyway, have a good Saturday. Be safe.